Hey guys, it's Justin over here at Mills Park. I am your beauty experience coach. I hope everyone's doing well. I just wanted to take some time to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of information in regards to the Invati Ultra Advanced. I know I have been asked a few questions in regards of maybe how to explain this to our guests or maybe how to explain why we want to utilize it as a system. Um, as well as honestly a quick little conversation piece, if you will. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So with the Invati Ultra Advanced, as you can see here, we do have our aroma listed as lavender, clary sage, Australian sandalwood, and vanilla. Those are going to be the key aromas that you find within this particular line. With our shampoo, okay, it is actually going to be our exfoliating shampoo for thinning hair. This does come in two sizes, well, technically three sizes, but it does come in light as well as our rich formula. Now, this is going to help reduce, as you can see here, 77% of hair loss, okay? Now, the big caveat to that is it will help reduce 77% of hair loss as long as you're utilizing all four components of the system. Without utilization of all four components, you're not going to go ahead and be able to accomplish all 77% of that reduction of hair loss, okay? Now, this shampoo will also go ahead and leave that hair nice and shiny. It does remove any sebum buildup as well as any environmental residue. This is going to be sulfate free and sulfate and silicone free. It does have wintergreen derived salicylic acid into it, which is what's going to go ahead and use to help clean out and exfoliate that hair, as well as that babasu nut oil. Now, this does have a mixture of Ayurvedic blend of herbs such as turmeric. That's going to go ahead and help foster a healthier environment for that hair as well. Now, the conditioner, it's our thickening conditioner again for that thinning hair. It is a combination of botanical blends to go ahead and add a plumping effect to the hair, as well as add, if you will, like a top coat to the hair. Nothing heavy, nothing that's going to create buildup, but something that's going to help create a little bit more resiliency to that hair. And so that way that hair feels a little bit thicker. Not saying that it has grit, but it just feels a little thicker in nature. Okay. Now, next is going to be the Revitalizing Scalp Serum. This is going to be the hero product in the system. This particular product does come in a box, as you can see here. Once you remove it from the box, it does come in a spray bottle application, and it does have this little protector on it. So this one does have quite a few ingredients to it. This particular one is going to have certified organic alma, which is going to go ahead and help thicken the hair. It does have tangerine peel as well as Japanese knotweed. Now, those two particular ingredients are going to help anchor the natural keratin that's found in our hair. So that's a great way to go ahead and help fortify the hair as well. Now, you also will go ahead and see that it will create a lift in the hair from root to ends while invigorating the pore. It's wanting to lift that hair off so that way the pores can breathe and that way they're not so clogged. So you do get a bit of lift of this product. Not to say that it's giving you volume, but I would say just a little bit of lift would be a better word for that. Now, it is going to be full of antioxidants, so that is going to protect your hair from environmental aggressors as well as your scalp, I should say. Now, it does have something in it which we are speaking to as a follicle complex. Now, that follicle complex does have false daisy into it, galangal root, ginger root as well. With all three of those ingredients in there, it is really help anchoring and supporting the three main components to this line, which is wanting to neutralize as well as clean and create a healthy environment for the hair. It's also going to go ahead and strengthen that hair, okay, as well as reduce that breakage, making it more resilient, if you will. And it's going to invigorate that hair, creating a healthy environment so that way everything grows in thicker and fuller. Now, the leave-in treatment, which I'm sure most of you are pretty familiar with already, I know everyone loves to use this as a styling product. Now, this fortifying leave-in treatment, okay, it's going to help detangle your fragile hair to help reduce any breakage. It does give you 24 hours of frizz protection as well as 450 degrees of heat styling protection. It does add resilience fibers, which basically means that around the hair, it creates kind of like a top coat or a finisher or a sealer. So that way those fibers are what gets broken, if you will, before your actual hair. Now it does have brassica. Brassica is going to be conditioning. It's going to be intense but yet lightweight. We also do have tar bean gum gar extract. Now that's a polymer that wraps around each individual strand to make that a bit more resilient for you. Now, when you're utilizing the Invati system as a whole, you will generally see results within 10 to 12 weeks. This is an area that I like to have a nice educational moment with my guest. I'll speak to you the way that I kind of speak to them. The way that I like to think about it is seeing these results in 10 to 12 weeks is going to be great, but since you have longer hair, you're not going to be able to see all those results until about your hair starts to get a little bit past that 10 to 12 weeks mark. I like to say generally about eye length because that's what your eye starts to see. When we are speaking to all four products and why we want to use them as a whole, is as such. Your hair currently is about this small in diameter, okay? The reason being is it has a lot of aggressors and buildup inside of that pore. That shampoo is meant to come in and remove all that gunk, all that buildup, get it all out there, okay? So that way there's no longer anything in it. Now that conditioner will act as, let's say, a primer to your hair. That will help, excuse me, that would help increase that thickness to it so that way it does not break so much. But where the real strength comes in now is going to be utilizing the scalp serum as well as that fortifying treatment. Because once we remove that gunk and we start to go ahead and condition the outside, remember how I just mentioned that if you use that conditioner, it's kind of like a primer. Now that we use a serum, that serum is going to go inside this area that we removed all that gunk for, and now it's creating a healthier environment because as you can see here, we're trying to emulate the hair that's growing out later on. In that orange area, it's all of that healthy serum that created that strong, nutritious area for it to grow out. Even on top of the scalp, we're creating all that nutrition with that serum. That fortifier that I had mentioned, that's going on top. So we're creating all these layers to protect your hair, and honestly, it's all layers of resilience and fortification and health. We want to make sure that we're going to go ahead and give you the best possible chance to grow and to keep what you currently have. In short, guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, please feel to reach out. You can reach out to me online. You can call this line. You can also get at me on Instagram, JLavaHair. I'll talk to you later. Bye.